Good morning, students. Today we're going to learn Chapter 12, Lesson 3, Our Heroes. Okay, last week we have learned the national holidays. So if you have your book with you, kindly open in 352. We're going to talk about our heroes, American heroes, and why these people called heroes, okay? This lesson focuses on a group of diverse American heroes and the qualities that made each a hero, okay? So, we were going to identify these Americans who helped share their ideas and work for the freedom of everybody, okay? So, number one here, okay, courageous heroes. They are called the courageous heroes. You know what is courageous? They have the courage to fight, okay? They have the courage to fight. They are the brave people who have done important work for our country. They are American heroes. They left us with a legacy. Okay, what is legacy? Okay, legacy is something passed on a later generation. So we have learned in the past lessons about ancestors that sharing and passed their legacy to our later generation. Okay, what do you think are the possible things that our ancestors have passed unto us? Okay, sometimes they will pass unto us money, okay, money by like sharing what they have, like for example their treasures, okay, money. Next, love and respect. We always feel that if our ancestors, they always love and respect us, we can see it. So we also have to apply it in our own lives and share it to other people. Okay, what else? Talent. Okay, usually we got our talents from our ancestors. Okay, here are the people who have courage to share not only their talent, but they also share and risk their lives just to help other people, and they don't even think of themselves. Okay? So, number one, courageous hero. We have what we call Harriet Tubman. Okay? She risked her own freedom many times to help other people. Okay? Imagine not only once, but many times. What she did was, okay, she was born into slavery, okay. During her time, the slavery is very common into their place. So, she was born into slavery in the South, okay, in the southern part of America. And then, she escaped. Imagine, she escaped. So, it's very hard thinking when you are under slavery and then you escape. You maybe undergone difficult times. But during that time, she's not even thinking of herself, okay? She worked very hard, and then she raised money to help other people free from slavery, because long time ago, if you have a lot of money, you can pay to gain your freedom, okay? And then she also guided the slaves to escape, okay? But this was not even learned by the people who made them slaves, okay? By the use of what we call the Underground Railroad, okay? They passed on this way just to escape. Imagine, she helped and led about 300 people to freedom. So it's very wonderful to know that with this girl, she can even help around 300 people for freedom. Okay, so this is what we call a hero. Okay, she risked her own freedom many times just to help others. Okay, the next courageous hero in America is Abraham Lincoln. Okay, you know who this man is. He was one of the presidents of America. Okay, he believed in justice. He's a fair man, means fairness. Okay, he doesn't want like injustice. During the war, he was the president at the time. Lincoln announced that slaves in the South would be freed. But that time, the South wanted slaves and the northern part doesn't like it. Okay? But then the South continued having slavery. And then later on, Lincoln and the North wanted the South to stay together. He wants that the South and the northern part of America will stay together. But because of the other part doesn't like the idea, they went into war. North and South went to war. But you know what Abraham Lincoln did to make peace? These two division, these two what we call these two group of people, the southern and the northern part was divided. So he then now issued the Emancipation of Proclamation. This is a document that talks about and help end the slavery. Okay, because he's the president at that time. And then his courage helped keep the nation united and end the slavery. Okay, imagine these two leaders, Harriet Tubman and Abraham Lincoln, were against slavery. Okay, they don't like slavery. Who likes slavery? Okay, Tubman risked her life leading enslaved African Americans to freedom, and Lincoln led the country through a war that brought African Americans freedom. Okay, both of them doesn't like slavery and they ended it, and so people got their freedom. Okay, now not only that, what we called heroes in America, there are also heroes that what we called shared their ideas, why they are famous and why they are what we called heroes in America. The next one is Thomas Edison. Okay, he shared his idea. What do you think he can help to people? What do you think he can do to help people have a good life? Okay, so he invented this kind of product, what we call the electric bulbs, okay, that until now we are using and enjoying, especially during the night. He also invented electricity at home, okay. He invented light bulbs. Imagine, until now we are using, and it's very long time ago that he invented this product. And then he also invented the electricity. That is why we have electricity, and during the night it's not hard for us to do our things. Okay, imagine we are using and enjoying it now, and that time people only using candles and lamps. Okay, but by the help of Thomas Edison, he invented more than 1,000 products, okay, which help the lives of Americans easy, okay, during the night. And not only that, Thomas Edison shared his ideas, okay. We have also Helen Keller, okay. She was born blind and deaf, okay. Imagine that she could not see words on a page. She could not even hear if someone read to her or even someone talk to her. Okay, eyes and ears. have a big problem. Yet, Keller did something amazing, okay? She learned to read and write through her teacher, Anne Sullivan. Teacher Anne Sullivan was very determined to help Helen Keller learn to read and write without even having eyes and even cannot hear. So, Helen Keller believed in education. So, when she started growing up, she traveled across the country to spread this idea and share her experiences. And she believed that being blind and being deaf are not the hindrance to have your education, to study and learn. And her famous quotes that until now we are also believing that the best and the most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. So that is why mostly the blind people, they are using their feelings, okay, to touch things. They're not even using they're even using their emotions, okay? So it says the best and the most beautiful thing. Even she doesn't have eyes, but she felt, okay? She felt the need of the children to must have education, and then do not feel that if you have disabilities in life, you cannot learn, you cannot study. But always remember that these disabilities are not the hindrance of learning, okay? Another person who has shared her ideas is Maya Lin, okay? This is she's an artist and designer. She's a Vietnamese, so she makes sculptures. She made sculptures, okay? She designed the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, wherein people have to come here and pray, and then they will have to honor flowers, and then visit. These are the names of the people written here. The people, the women and the men lost their lives during the war. They wrote it here. So imagine she's doing that, and she's making this sculpture even when she's just college, okay? This is very famous in Washington, D.C., okay? Her works is famous in Washington, D.C., and then people will always come here. And the wall of polished black stone honors Americans who died in the Vietnam War or are still missing, okay? Some of them are missing, so they wrote it here. So these are the names of the people wherein relatives and families will come here and visit. So these people, their ideas have shared why Americans call them heroes, okay? So they work hard and shared what they have learned in order for the American people to live in an easy life, okay? So this is our lesson for today. It's just a short lesson, and it's the end of our 4th quarter lesson, and it's the last lesson that we are going to learn, that you are learning this time. So hopefully that with this short lesson, you learned something about the heroes in America. So until then, see you next time, and goodbye everyone.